Thank you for watching the video. Today is 12th of November. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some trade ideas. I'm going to highlight some stocks which might be suitable from a swing perspective. I'm going to look at some of these stocks from a weekly perspective so that we can get a good idea of what's happening in a higher time frame. So first up is the steel ETF. This is the Van Wyck Steel ETF. SLX is the ticker symbol. Now, some of these are doing well because of weakness in dollar. So there are a number of sectors which are sensitive to US dollar. So when dollar weakens, these sectors do well. So this sector, the steel sector, you can see that it corrected, then had a bounce and then pulled back again, and then now they're moving higher again. You can see that it's formed a double bottom on a weekly time frame, and then it closed above this swing high. See, the previous weekly closing high right there was 57.67, so it closed at 59.21. So this is a positive price action, because it has now completed a double bottom pattern on a weekly time frame. I can see that the MACD momentum indicators are starting to move higher. RSI is now gone above the 50 level, and MACD crossed and is now heading towards the zero line. So the price action looks positive, and it looks like it may have more to the upside. Next would be the ticker symbol is PICK, P-I-C-K. So this is the metals and minings ETF. So again, this has a similar pattern. So you can see it's pulled back to the bottom of this channel, then rebounded a little bit, again a retest to the bottom of this channel. Now it's moving higher. So you can see that it has formed a double bottom, and it's now closed above this previous weekly highs. So this is again looking positive. Momentum indicators are moving higher. RSI has gone above 50 level. MACD is crossed and it's now moving towards the zero line. So this is also looking good. Keep in mind that since I'm looking at these from a weekly time frame, it's going to take weeks to basically play out. So because it had, so it's entirely possible that we could have some pullback next week, but then I would expect the trend to continue. So because this is a weekly chart, the trend is going to work out over the course of weeks. So keep that in mind. It may not work out on Monday or Tuesday of next week. It's going to take time, because this is looking at it from a higher time frame. Next up is IAI. So this is the broker dealer ETF. So financial stocks has been doing very well. If you look at XLF, it's been doing very well. So the broker dealer stocks are also doing quite well. So again, you can see that it had with the rest of the market pull back to the bottom of this channel, had a rebound, and then came back and tested this bottom level, and now it's moving higher. So it's now established a new weekly swing high, so which is quite positive. You can see MACD started to come to the zero line. So if it moves above the zero line, that's going to be positive. You can see RSI is moving higher, so it's gone above the 50 level. So this is looking quite positive from a weekly perspective. Next up is lithium. This is the lithium battery. LIT is the ticker symbol. So you can see that it had a big correction, and then some rebound, and then pull back to the bottom of this channel, and it's now, after forming a base here, it's now moving started to move higher again. You can see on a weekly basis it's got weekly highs. You can see RSI started to move higher. It's gone just above the weekly 50 level, and MACD is it came up to the zero line, pulled back, it's crossed, and it looks like it wants to go higher. So it looks like it has a little bit more to the upside. Maybe it can go up to the middle of this channel right here. So that's looking positive from a weekly perspective. If I look at it from a daily perspective, you can see that it's also moving higher. It's making, since reaching this bottom, it's making series of higher highs. Certainly this would be the initial area of resistance 75, and then maybe it goes up to the top of the channel right here, and it could even challenge this high, over time. So looking at it from a weekly perspective, it's beginning to look quite positive. Next up is Home Depot. So Home Depot, again, big correction with the overall market, rebound, and then correction to the previous low. It spent many weeks at this level, and then it started to move higher. Big weekly candle, this past week, up almost 11%. So this is now, it has now taken out all of these resistance, like lots of weekly consolidation right in this zone. It has taken this out. So next area would be around here. So if it can get through this level, the high of this candle, then I think it can get up to the middle of this channel. You can see that the momentum indicators are moving higher again. RSI is moving higher. MACD crossed, and it's heading towards the zero line. So this is beginning to look positive. Home Depot. Also Lowe's, which is in the same sector, it has a similar pattern. Correction right here, then rebound, and then pull back to the bottom of this channel. Spend quite a bit of time. These are weekly candles, so spend weeks at the bottom of this channel consolidating, and then broke up to the upside. So this is looking positive. You can see the RSI has made a double bottom right here. It's moved above the 50 level. So this is looking positive. Middle of the channel is would be the next area of resistance. So this is looking quite constructive. It's also made a higher low on a weekly time frame. So it looks like it has a little bit more to the upside. Next up is DH Horton. So ticker symbol is DHI. So again, correction, rebound, pull back to the bottom of the channel. Spent quite a bit of time, quite a few weeks testing the bottom of the channel, and then started to move higher. Last week it was up around 13%. So, and it's gone above this previous weekly swing high. So we could see a little bit of consolidation for a week or so, but I would expect higher prices again, because I can see that the momentum indicators are moving higher. So that's looking positive to me. Just like here, you can see that we had a big green candle right here, and then the following week there was a consolidation. You have a small red candle, and then the uptrend resumed. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a small red candle next week, and then I would expect additional gain ahead. So this is looking positive actually. Next is this is biotech ETF. BBH is the ticker symbol. So again, big correction, consolidation at the bottom of the channel, rebound, and then pull back to the retest at the bottom of the channel, and now it's been moving higher. So it is now closed above this previous swing high. So this is looking good. Momentum indicators are moving higher. So it looks like it can move up towards the midpoint of this channel right here. So overall, this is looking like a nice base formation rate right here. So at least this looks like a good. It's got a good setup on the long side. Next is ITB. Ticker symbol is ITB. This is the home construction ETF. So similar patterns. You can see big correction right here to the bottom of the channel, rebound, and then pull back to the bottom of the channel. Several weeks in there, now it started to move higher. Now the idea here is that since the inflation is coming down, market is expecting that the Federal Reserve may not increase interest rate as high as previously thought. As a result, the interest rate on the yield curve has started to come down, and what this has done is that it has now given a boost to the home building stock. So that's why this ETF ITB saw a strong bounce last week. It was up almost 12%. So first area of resistance would be this level right here, which is around 63. And if this level gets taken out, then I would expect a move to the top of to the middle of this channel. You can see that the momentum indicators are moving higher. So this one looks like a nice setup for a further gain in coming weeks. IPG, so this is Interpublic Group of Companies. So this one is part of the industrial sector, XLI. XLI industrials have been very strong recently. Again, correction, rebound, pullback, and then now moving higher. And last week's close basically took out the previous swing high on a weekly time frame. So that's quite bullish. So momentum indicators have started to move higher. So this is looking positive for additional gain in coming weeks. Next up is IDXX. This is in the XLV healthcare sector. So big correction, modest rebound, pullback, spend a lot of time, quite a few weeks at the bottom of the channel, move, and then big rebound. So and it's taken out this previous high. So I could see some consolidation, maybe a pullback, and then a resumption of this move higher. You can see that momentum indicators are also moving higher. So this is also looking good from a weekly time frame. Lastly, this is Agilent. So this is also in the healthcare sector, a part of XLV. So again, correction, move to the bottom of this channel. You can see the channel provided support to the COVID lows right here. It had gone to the top of the channel, went above it, but then could hold on to it, pull back, resistance, and then now found support initially, rebound, and then again pull back towards the bottom of the channel. Now it's been moving higher. It has taken out these weekly highs. So this now looks like it has a little bit more to the upside. You can see that weekly MACD is crossing above the zero line. RSI is also moving higher. So this is looking positive from a weekly time frame. Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching the video.